Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine you are standing in a beautiful city. The streets are alive. You hear people talking, laughing. You smell fresh bread from a nearby bakery. You slowly look up, and there it is, a giant made of iron, tall, elegant, unmissable, the Eiffel Tower. Today, it feels like it has always been there, like Paris would not exist without it. But what if I told you, people once hated this tower, artists wanted it destroyed, writers called it ugly, and the city planned to tear it down after just 20 years. So how did a hated idea become the most loved symbol on Earth? This is not just the story of a tower. It is the story of a dream that refused to die. Let me take you back in time, in the late 1800s. Paris wanted to show the world its power. France was hosting a huge event called the 1889 World's Fair. It was meant to celebrate human progress, science, and imagination. But Paris needed something special, something unforgettable. Back then, there were no skyscrapers, no airplanes. Most buildings were short, heavy, and made of stone. Then someone asked a dangerous question. What if we build the tallest structure the world has ever seen? Not from stone, not from wood, but from iron. A tower so tall, it would touch the sky. Some people were excited. Many were terrified. Others laughed. They said it was impossible. They said it would ruin Paris forever. But every great story begins with a crazy idea. Behind this idea was one man, Gustave Eiffel. He was an engineer, a quiet man who believed in numbers, metal, and precision. He had already built strong bridges and train stations. But this project, this was different. A 300-meter iron tower, twice as tall as the tallest building on Earth at that time. When Gustave submitted his design, Paris exploded with anger. Famous artists and writers signed a letter against him. They called the tower a giant birdcage, a painful iron monster, a shame to Paris. They begged the government to stop it. Have you ever had a dream that people laughed at? Gustave did not argue. He did not shout. He believed. He even used his own money to help build it, because he knew something others didn't yet understand. Iron was the future. Construction began in January 1887. The tower was not built like normal buildings. It was built like a giant puzzle. Over 18,000 iron pieces, more than 2.5 million rivets. Each piece had to fit perfectly. No computers, no modern machines, only human hands, math, and courage. Workers climbed hundreds of feet into the air. No safety ropes, only narrow beams beneath their feet. The wind was strong. The ground looked terrifyingly far away, but Gustave Eiffel cared about his workers. He trained them well. Because of this, only one worker died during construction, incredibly rare for that time. Day by day, Paris watched the tower grow. First the legs, then the curves, then the sky. People who hated it could not stop looking. After 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days, it was finished. Gustave Eiffel climbed all 1,710 steps to the top himself. He raised the French flag. The Iron Lady was born. The World's Fair opened in 1889. Millions of visitors arrived from around the world, and they all came for one reason. The tower. The elevators weren't ready yet, but people didn't care. They climbed the stairs just to see the view. From the top, Paris looked tiny. The river Seine looked like silver thread. At night, the tower glowed with gas lamps and light beams, like a lighthouse for the world. Even the critics were silent. They finally understood. This was not just iron. This was magic. But there was a problem. The Eiffel Tower was never meant to stay. The contract said it would be destroyed after 20 years. By 1909, Paris planned to take it apart and sell the iron. Imagine Paris without the Eiffel Tower. Gustave Eiffel refused. to accept that ending. He knew beauty was not enough, so he gave the tower a purpose. Gustave turned the tower into a science lab. He studied wind, weather, gravity. Then came something new. Radio. The tower was perfect for radio signals. Soon, the French military was using it for communication during World War I. It helped intercept enemy messages. The tower saved lives. Now it was not just beautiful, it was essential. Paris decided to keep it forever. Over time, something beautiful happened. The tower became part of people's lives. It appeared in movies, in songs, in love stories. Couples kissed beneath its lights. Fireworks danced around it on national holidays. Every 7 years, it is carefully repainted. 3 shades darker at the bottom, lighter at the top. Almost 7 million people visit it every year. Not because it is tall, but because it stands for something. The Eiffel Tower teaches us powerful lessons. Great ideas take time. Being different is not a weakness, and criticism does not mean you are wrong. Gustave Eiffel believed when others doubted, and today, the world thanks him. The tower connects past and future. Old iron sending modern signals. It reminds us, if your dream scares people, if others don't understand you, you might be building something extraordinary. So my friends, our story comes to an end, but the story of the Eiffel Tower never truly ends. The next time you see it in a photo, a movie, or real life, remember this: it was once hated. It was almost destroyed, but it survived. Just like great dreams often do. Paris is the city of light, and the Eiffel Tower is its brightest flame. Keep dreaming, keep building, and never be afraid to look toward the clouds, because the world is still waiting for your impossible idea. Good night, my friends, until our next story.